Large Marge says if Christmas is over, this stuff can go away. Done with it. Bring on spring. Fellow KISS fans, welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun being a KISS fan. My name is Rick. Welcome to the Wax Night Basement. Snowbound weekend for me this weekend. Yesterday rained like cats and dogs. Full on romancing the stone rainforest downpour. So this weekend I'm snowbound. I'm an old man. I do not leave the house when it snows. I'm a scared old man. Thus, this weekend for me is very much like high school has been canceled and I'm stuck at home in the basement with my KISS records and my magazines and my tapes, and you know, it's time to just dream and time to dive into that fandom. So I thought that's what we would talk about today. Some of my early naive thoughts on KISS, and here comes the Large Marge. She wants to go for a walk. We may try to do that after we film. We may try to do this walk, but you got those long legs. I don't need you breaking a leg outside. And the one thing that always comes to my mind, thinking back to like my high school days, is this poster. This poster from the 90s, 89, 90, where Gene's boots are replaced with his demon face. And the dragon on the boots is Gene. Now, I first saw this poster about 1989, 1990 at Record Warehouse in St. Joseph, Missouri. And I just remember being fascinated by it because I wanted every piece of merchandise I saw, but I was so like confused by this poster. It seemed like a carnival poster to me. Did not seem like an official piece of merchandise. It was bizarre to me, and I never got it. And every day from being 15 years old, this poster was burnt in my memory. And even more bizarre is, file this under you learn something new every day. This poster by artist Bruce Wolfe was actually released in the 70s, and I had no idea of that back in 1990 when I saw this poster as a teenager. Had no idea this was a reproduction of an actual 70s piece of merchandise. And in fact, I didn't even know that until I got Nicholas Buckland's book, The Hottest Brand in the Land. And Nicholas writes in here a very cool point. When this poster was released in 1977, did this serve as the inspiration for Gene's cape during the Dynasty Unmasked era? That is super fun to think about. So I remember like loving this poster. Like, it was burned in my mind, and 15 years old on, this poster was like the one that got away. You know, like I remembered it, and I just still was very confused about it, but I kind of always wanted it. I just really felt an attachment. Like, this was my discovery of the band. This was my childhood. This poster was the weird thing I could remember from being a kid, being a teenager, and it kind of felt like symbolic of my innocence diving into this fandom. And so I wrote about that one day on my Instagram page. I wrote, you know, kind of just like a nostalgic little paragraph about this poster. I Googled it and just, you know, saved the photo, posted the photo because I didn't have the poster, and kind of just, you know, waxed nostalgia, much like we do here, about this poster. And I remember about 45 minutes after posting that, I was at one of those like RV conventions, those spring type shows. And I remember, the only reason I remember that is reception was horrible inside this arena. So it was hard to respond to the messages I was getting, and one of the messages was from a guy named AJ Zetro75, who at the time I didn't know. And he said, hey, I saw that post about that poster. Would you be interested in it? I have it. And I was like, yeah, sure. Totally be interested in it. It's a piece of my childhood, whatever. And he goes, cool, it's yours. Boom. Sent it to me. Just like that, in true KISS fan fashion. Sent me the poster from his wall. And the guy turned out to be Aaron, who is a very good friend of mine and waxes nostalgia with me pretty much on a daily basis. Brant in my head, Aaron's friend Tony, we all talk rock and roll every day. And that's the beauty of this whole thing. You know, someone you don't even know sends you the poster off of their wall because they know you have an emotional attachment to it. That's awesome. I try to do that. I try to follow in Aaron's footsteps and pay it forward. If I can make somebody's day better with KISS merchandise that they are passionate about, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it. And his gesture on that day really changed my view of fandom. He's a huge like horror film guy, and I'm sure the horror film community is just the same, and I'm sure he treats other people in that fandom the same way he treated me. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Aaron. That was awesome. It still is one of my favorite moments of being a KISS fan. Just huge gratitude to this wonderful community. Fans being cool to other fans, that's what it's all about. And to this day, that poster remains one of my favorite posters on my wall. And the reason being for that is, not only was this a very cool introduction to the fans of KISS, and a very cool introduction to a very good friend, this poster to me represents my childhood. When I look at this poster, I see me as a 15-year-old kid looking into this world of KISS and just wanting so badly to be a part of it. I just wanted to be a part of this KISS world. I wanted to be a part of this fandom, and I looked at that logo at Record Warehouse, that logo that's smoking, and I just remember thinking, man, this is what I want. This is my future. And here we are, 30 years later, 45 years old, and I am a part of this world. It's taken over my life, and that's not a bad thing. I think about KISS every day. I listen to KISS every day. I talk about KISS every day, and it is just a major piece of my life that is fun. And I thank you, Aaron, again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for this poster. This poster remains a pivotal point in my room. All the merch back here under the green lights for ambiance, and this poster is my favorite poster in the basement. This is my absolute favorite poster. Not only just a cool representation of meeting another fan and making a friend, a cool representation of the innocence of discovering this band and falling in to fandom. So there you have a little weekend wax of, you know, the naive teenage rock and roll mind of myself being confused about merchandise. Do you have an item that takes you back to that early day when you discovered the band and fell into this fandom? What is the piece of merchandise that takes you back to being that innocent youngster that fell into this wonderful world of KISS fandom? Leave those comments down below. Let's celebrate the fun of being a KISS fan down in those comments. Become a pen pal with me. New stickers in Creatures of the Night, Large, Marge, and Pee-wee stickers. Write to me. Let's wax KISS nostalgia, old school style, via the post office. Be sure to do all the good stuff YouTube viewers do. Like, share, comment below. Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip, Pee-wee's over there. Everyone is snowbound this weekend, and we're just going to stay down here and play hot in the shade and dream of spring. Thank you for hanging with me. Take care. Be safe. I will talk to you soon.